sovereign citizens?
No, I'm not a sovereign citizen. I will answer that question.
Okay. Then what's your main malfunction here today?
I'd like to speak to your supervisor, please.
Why is that?
Because you pulled me over for an inspection sticker.
Mm-hmm.
You see that the vehicle has just been registered.
Still valid. Valid stop. Have a reason to look at your ID.
Yes.
And your insurance. Run your license. Make sure you're valid.
Okay.
And then when I'm sitting there talking to you, it smelled like what I detected was alcohol. So I just want to give you a field sobriety test. Make sure you're good to go.
Tony, I haven't drank alcohol in I don't know how long. Years.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So, and I've not had no alcohol in this truck.
Okay. Then maybe I'm off, but if I detect it, then
And wait a minute, the wind is blowing what, 15 mile an hour that direction?
I don't know.
You know, it's about 15 mile an hour. I know.
Okay.
I'd like to speak to your supervisor, please, because I'd like to be free to go.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel Audit Cops. Today we're diving into another eye-opening clip from a channel that's doing some really important work. If you're looking to learn your rights and see how to exercise them when dealing with public officials, especially the police, channels like this are essential. They share moments of police interactions caught on camera to help expose certain behaviors and encourage accountability. The clip we're watching today features a traffic stop that starts for what seems like a simple reason, an inspection sticker. But things quickly escalate when the officer claims to smell alcohol and asks the driver to perform field sobriety tests. What happens next is a masterclass in knowing your rights and staying calm under pressure. Let's roll the clip.
Is that recording?
Yeah.
Good. So what's your issue, Mr. Schrader?
I don't answer questions.
You know?
No,
Why not?
I don't answer questions.
Why don't you step on out so I can give you some field sobriety test?
I do not consent to a field sobriety test.
Why don't you step out?
You want me to step out? Okay. Why am I being detained?
So I want to give you field sobriety. That's why.
Okay. I do not consent to a field sobriety test.
You don't?
No,
Why
I
not?
don't. I don't answer questions.
Are you one of those sovereign citizens?
No, I'm not a sovereign citizen. I will answer that question.
Okay. Then what's your main malfunction here today?
I'd like to speak to your supervisor, please.
Why is that?
Because you pulled me over for an inspection sticker.
Mm-hmm.
You see that the vehicle has just been registered.
Still valid. Valid stop. Have a reason to look at your ID.
Yes.
And your insurance. Run your license. Make sure you're valid.
Okay.
And then when I'm sitting there talking to you, it smelled like what I detected was alcohol. So I just want to give you a field sobriety test. Make sure you're good to go.
Tony, I haven't drank alcohol in I don't know how long. Years.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So, and I've not had no alcohol in this truck.
Okay. Then maybe I'm off, but if I detect it, then
And
why
wait a
can't-
minute, the wind is blowing what, 15 mile an hour that direction?
I don't know.
You know, it's about 15 mile an hour. I know.
Okay.
I'd like to speak to your supervisor, please, because I'd like to be free to go.
He's going to tell you, just consent to the test and be done with it. If you haven't had anything drink and you're good to go, you're good to go.
Okay. But I'm not consenting to a field sobriety test. There's no law saying I have to.
You're right.
Okay. So what's your probable cause to hold me here?
I'd like to give you a field sobriety test. Make sure you haven't been drinking. Did you have your seatbelt on?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I'd like to speak to your supervisor.
Stand by.
Thank you. You guys don't have body cams? Oh, you do in your mic? Huh?
Recording.
You also have one in your car?
Sure do.
Good.
That's good. We haven't done anything wrong. What?
Why are you still holding me here?
Because I've explained to you. How are you, sir?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Good. How can I help you?
I just like to know why he's holding me here, you know? I just like to be free to go. I've done nothing illegal. You know, I understand why he pulled me over because of the inspection sticker.
Right.
But, you know, I just tagged the vehicle and I'm legal. So he sees that on his paperwork and I just like to be free to go, you know?
Have you complied with what he's asked you to do?
Complied with.
Well, I don't know. I just got here.
He asked me to do a field sobriety test, and he told me he smells alcohol in the vehicle. Now, I don't drink, all right? I haven't drank in a long time. Do you smell alcohol on me?
Well, I just pulled up and the winds are blowing.
You
so-
want,
No, I'm
downwind from me?
I'm talking to you.
All right, I don't drink,
Okay.
all right? And he's just, not used to things. He just, I don't know. Actually, I've met Tony before, but I'm sure he don't remember that incident. But, maybe he does. Maybe that is why he's just holding me here. But I just like to be free to go. Can I be free to go?
Let me talk to him real quick. And,
Okay.
all right. I'll get right back with you.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You still live there in Bison?
I don't answer their questions.
That's fine.
All my information's on my ID.
Okay. Well, that's what I was just asking. See if you still live there. That's all.
Okay.
Because I go up and down by you. You see me all the time, right?
I sure do.
Okay. You're good
I'm
to
sure
go.
you see me there once in a while too.
I do. That's why I'm just asking. Yeah. There's your info, sir. You're free to go.
All right. For the public records, I'd like copies of his body cam and his dash cam. It's public record, sir.
No, it's not. Not unless it's a court case.
I assure you, it's public record. All right.
If you get a subpoena, you can have them.
I don't need a subpoena. Trust me.
You're free to go, sir.
Thank you, sir. You have a good day. That's how you do it, folks.
Okay, so what's the big takeaway from this clip? This isn't just about one traffic stop. It's a powerful lesson for everyone. The deep and meaningful lesson here is the critical importance of knowing your fundamental rights and having the courage and presence of mind to assert them politely but firmly. You are not required to answer incriminating questions. The driver's primary response was, "I don't answer questions." While he did answer some questions, like confirming he wasn't a sovereign citizen or explaining the situation to the supervisor, his initial stance highlights the right to remain silent. You are not required to consent to field sobriety tests. This is explicitly stated and confirmed in the source clip. These are voluntary tests. Refusal alone is not probable cause for arrest, although officers may still attempt to find other reasons. The driver's refusal, combined with calmly explaining he doesn't drink and asking for a supervisor, seemed effective here. You can request a supervisor. If you believe your rights are being violated or the officer is acting improperly, You have the right to ask to speak with a supervisor. This can de-escalate situations and bring in someone with potentially more experience or a different perspective. Body camera and dash camera footage can be public record. Access to this footage is crucial for accountability and defending yourself. The video creator rightly calls denying access police corruption. Don't be intimidated if an officer tells you it's not public. Research the laws in your specific area regarding police body cam footage. Staying calm and persistent works. The driver didn't argue or become aggressive. He calmly repeated his position, asserted his rights, and requested a supervisor until he was released. This clip shows that while police are allowed to lie, though the video creator notes not to refuse service, you are not obligated to fall for it or consent to searches or tests you don't have to. Knowing your rights and standing your ground, as this driver did, is essential for personal liberty and holding public officials accountable. Big thanks to channels like Audit Cops for sharing these moments and educating the public. This kind of content is vital because, as the creator points out, we need to expose officers who might violate rights and deny access to public records. Imagine how many people might not know these rights and just comply out of fear or ignorance. Remember, folks, always record the police when you can. It's one of the most powerful tools we have for transparency and accountability. Support creators who share these videos, spread the word, and know your rights. Hit that like button if you learned something today, subscribe for more reaction videos, and let me know in the comments what you thought of this interaction. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one.
You can go to court and contest it all you want.
I'd be happy to.
Okay.
You said you weren't avoiding his question,
Are
sir.
you-
This
are
is
you
classic
supposed to
textbook
enforce the law?
avoiding questions.
I'm not playing this game.
Are you supposed to enforce the
I'm
law?
not playing this game.
You're right.
This is
because you want
textbook
to have
avoiding
all the
questions,
power in the
sir.
world
I'm
and
not.
tell me what to do.
I'm
You
not
can't answer
going down
questions.
this rabbit hole.
Sir, I will be silent until
This is not going to turn into a YouTube video. Sorry.
It already is,
I
sir.
care about knowing what I can do wrong.
I'm telling you what you can do lawfully.
No, you're not. You're telling me what I can do in your opinion. You can't
No, I'm
cite the
telling you
law,
what
and
you
you
can't
can't
do
even
lawfully.
answer me a question.
So
You know, if you answer this
Once he
question,
gets
then
here,
I won't get a citation. I'm happy to talk
you can flap your jaws, whatever.
How is someone supposed to go?
Sir, I'm not going to explain this to you over and over again.
You did
So,
not explain it to me the first
You
time.
need to make an option.
Explain it to me the first time.
You need to make.
I'm happy
you need to make a
I'm telling
choice.
you now. I'm happy to give you my license.
You are standing on. Okay, then shut up and listen, because I've already told you this like 3 times.
Sir, you haven't told me once.
You are standing on their property.
Okay.
This is their property.
Yes, and
they
own
want
18
you
feet.
gone.
They own the-
So,
they own 18
because
feet.
you're refusing to leave, they want a citation issued for trespassing.
You didn't tell us to leave. You said stand on this side of the sidewalk.
And I just said no, nope,
Sidewalk?
nope,
Is
nope.
this the
Hey,
sidewalk?
hey!
Is this the sidewalk?
I talked, you listen. I talked, you listen.
Sir, you're
I
not
just
telling me anything.
Hey, I just asked him, what do you want to do? He wants to trespass. It's his property. Driver's license.
This isn't
What are you talking about?
Driver's license.
Okay.
Can we talk to this officer?
You sure can.
He'll probably
Absolutely.
maybe
I sure
he'll
can.
understand what a public easement
Sure
is.
can.
I would be happy to learn where the public easement
This is
and
their
how
property.
a person's
This is a
supposed to
public
walk
easement.
So,
on the
See,
like
sidewalk.
I said,
that
either
utility
driver's
poles-
license.
So is a person supposed
your
to walk on
citation.
the sidewalk and then into the street?
This is not, dude. The sidewalk ends right there.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Technically,
You go to the side, this sidewalk, all the way to that road. What, you want to
This
walk in the
is their
street?
property.
They walk in the street.
This is their
or do they
property.
walk on the
Parking lot, grass. So,
Sir, you're not,
are you
you're
going to
not
give me your driver's
understanding.
license or not?
Sir, I'm happy to
It's a
talk
simple
to this
question,
gentleman.
sir. How does a person get from
How
this
does a
sidewalk to
I'm
that
not
one?
talking to you.
Sir, I'm
not
happy-
talking
I'm
to
happy
you. You
to
can
give-
record all you want to, but you're not going to interfere in what I'm doing.
I am
okay?
happy-
Just
So,
ask you a question, sir. You didn't have to talk to me.
I'm not talking to you.
I'm
Fine, then
happy,
don't.
I'm happy to give my license
Okay,
to your
then give me
supervisor,
your
to
driver's
your
license.
supervisor, after you answer my question, because
Okay.
I am trying to understand how I can be a lawful citizen
Driver's
walking from
license.
point A to point B to your supervisor.
Okay, he's on the way.
Great.
But he's driver's license.
I would be happy to speak for him, sir, because you have not told me how I'm breaking the law by walking in an area
I
where
have
someone
told you
is-
5 times.
Sir, you haven't told me a single
I've
thing.
told you
One,
5
you
times.
told me over there, and then we asked on this side.
What did I tell you?
You told me over there.
What did I
stand
tell
on
you over
that
there?
Side
What did
of
I tell you?
utilities, And we did. And then I walked over to here, and you said sidewalk
What-
on this side of the road.
What
now
did
you
I tell you?
me?
What did I tell you? Verbatim,
I
what did
just
I tell you?
told you. Sir, I didn't record you. I don't know.
I told you to stand on the other side of that tree
Yes.
in that paved parking lot, and there was absolutely no problem with that, unless
And then we walked over here.
the people that own that piece of property you were standing on wanted you gone too.
Okay.
So,
Did they
but
tell
we're
us
not
to
talking
leave?
about that. We're talking about where you're standing here
Yes.
is their
location for a
For
period
what
of 1
crime?
year. All right.
For what crime?
Trespass is not a crime.
Yes, I'll call you supervisor. Call you supervisor.
All right, my supervisor just left, actually.
No, we'll call him again.
Okay.
Because you can't just trespass me for no reason. You can't do that.
trespass
No, I'm not.
For a period of 1
No,
year.
no, I'm not.
What I need you to do
No.
is exit that way.
We're still conducting an investigation. Call the
No,
police.
we're actually- the
Call your supervisor.
investigation is done.
Oh, so you're threatening me
That's
with
what
arrest right now?
No, I'm
over.
telling you, if you don't leave, I will. So you take that as a threat if you want to.
I'm gonna go ahead and stand over there, but call you supervisor. It's approved by the postmaster. Poster 7's on the wall. He doesn't have any authority to tell anybody to leave from here. This is on a private place. This is the post office. We need the postal police here, actually, because they're in charge of enforcing any laws here.
Listen.
No, but that's not how it works.
Listen, man.
How's it going, brother?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm all right. Can I get your name and badge number, please?
Let me finish here and then you can...
No, but I'm the complainant right now.
You're not right now.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
This guy's harassing me.
All right.
I have the right to be in there. The rules are on the wall.
Give me a second.
No. You need to listen.
No, I will listen to you in a second.
Don't take any word for it because he's wrong.
Give me a second, man.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
And I'm gonna get with you.
This is the post office. I have the right to video record.
I don't like for you to walk behind me. So while you video recording that,
Go
get
ahead.
that, all right?
Go ahead. I'm not trying to do anything wrong. I have the right to be in there. It's approved by the postmaster. It's approved by the postmaster. Poster 7's on the wall. He doesn't have any authority to tell anybody to leave from here. This is on a private place. This is the post office. We need the postal police here, actually, because they're in charge of enforcing any laws here.
Listen.
No, but that's not how it works.
Listen, man. Here's the deal.
Yep.
I'm gonna give it to you straight up. I want to hear you out, and I want to hear your side.
All right.
But if you're gonna run down what their policies are, then there's.
I'm going to run down the Constitution and the policy. They both say that we can.
You don't have to run the Constitution down because I got it.
All right, so you know that we can film.
Degrees,
all right, good. We have the First Amendment. This is the federal building. We have the right to be in there. Not only that, but the rules of the post office approved by the postmaster. There's a rules on every post office. Right there inside, it has a whole section for photographs. It says that for news and advertisement purposes, pictures and videos may be taken in entrances, lobbies, foyers, corridors, auditoriums when used for public meetings. And other pictures may be, how you doing, officer? And other pictures may be taken with the approval of the postmaster. But we already have approval right there on the wall. First of all, sir, it's wrong. You know, he was very rude to me, and that right there, he's failing to read their own rules. He's just a supervisor. He could be wrong. He is wrong, actually. And the only way that I could be like trespass from here, like he really wants to, is if I'm breaking the law or interfering with their business.
You don't have to break the law for somebody to be trespassing.